Well, let's move to the third question of the same passage. So, the third question points out here, what is the role of the secrets whispered in the passage? So, what is the third question? What is the role of the secret whispered in the passage? Well, if we talk about the phrase which is pointed here, secret whispered. So, where do we find out secret whispered in the passage? In the first paragraph that we have read, um, where it is pointed about yes. It is stated that even keep us from knowledge of the secrets whispered afterwards upon the tented wind that blew across the scene of that day's work and that night's death and suffering. Many a lonely moon was bright upon the battleground, and many a star kept mournful watch upon it, and many a wind from every quarter of the earth blew over it, before the traces of the fight were worn away. Well, let me point out what this part of the paragraph of the first paragraph pointed here. So the line expresses a sense of horror and a desire to cover oneself from the painful and disturbing knowledge of what took place after the battle. It suggests that there were secrets or dark stories whispered about the events that unfolded during that day's work, and also indicating about what? Um, Indicating about the suffering that occurred during that night. These secrets are described as what you could say tainted wind, isn't it? So, which is indicating that blew across the scene of the day's work and that night's death and suffering. It also stated that uh, they were hidden but eventually spread perhaps through rumors or stories that circulated. You could also find out the part about the lonely moon. You could find out here given um, a lonely moon, and also pointed about mournful stars. Uh, Even you also find out uh, winds from all directions highlight the passage of time and the enduring nature of the battle's memory. Despite the passage of time, the effects of the battle remained visible. The moon and stars, in their silent observation, served as what? Witnessing to the ongoing aftermath of the battle. Isn't it? So, if you look into the question, what is the role of secret whispered in the passage? We could say that the secret whisper is indicating to shield or cover oneself from the painful and disturbing knowledge of what took place after the battle. Now, look into this. What are the options here? It point out. The first option says they are passed down through generations. Okay. The second one, they add to the battlefield's mystery. Third one, they reveal hidden truths about the battlefield. Then after, it is pointed about they haunt the battlefield. Well, let's go to the first option. So the first option says they are passed down through generations. The passage does not explicitly state that these secrets are passed down through generations. If you read carefully, so it doesn't talk about that. So, therefore, option one cannot be taken as the answer. Then the second one stated here, they add to the battlefield's mystery. So, if you look into that, it is pointed out to the battlefield's mystery. So, when we read the line where it is clearly stated, even keep us from the knowledge of the secrets whispered afterward upon the tented wind that blew across the scene of that day's work and night's death and suffering. It means secret whispered is indicating about what? Now, whatever happened, right, is nothing but adding to the battlefield's mystery. So, therefore, means option two somehow indicating or you know making us understand the role of the secrets whispered. But look at the option three. Even though you find out, the idea stated that even though you find out means any of the option is true or correct, so your job is to look at the other options also. Why? Because there must be any other options, so which could be better than. If it is not, so then your option means whichever the option you have chosen would be taken as the answer. Now look at the option three. What does it say? They reveal hidden truths about the battlefield. Now, if I look into the option three, it is not supported by the passage. Why? The passage does not describe the secrets as revealing hidden truths, but rather as adding to the mystery. So, therefore, option three also cannot be taken as the answer. Fourth, they hunt the battlefield. So, while option 4, which is pointing hunt the battlefield, they may contribute to the battlefield's hunting quality, but the primary role is what? To add mystery. So therefore, you can consider that option 2 is means the most apt to the question, right? Or most apt answer to the question, isn't it? So let's go to the question number 4.